this is Chris Maddox from the Wild Woman Project, and I'm speaking to you today because I always speak to you at new moon time, and the new moon is coming. It's coming on Saturday, January 9th. And, if you're new to the Wild Woman Project, what you will quickly realize is that we make a really big deal about this time of the month, this time of the moon cycle, when really, if you look up at the sky on Saturday, January 9th, you will not see the moon. And one of the ways that we interpret that meaning is that it is a time perhaps to do like the moon does and retreat a bit. Many of us were very, very much engaged in action in our lives, and doing and making and creating and working and communicating with our family, with our friends, with our community. And there's so much plugging into the world around us. So at new moon time, it's really a time where we intentionally charge inward and we explore the inner landscapes. And that exploration is so valuable because in that exploration we find clarity, we find meaning, we find understanding in our life, so that when we emerge from that retreat period and we go back into our lives, we're going back into that with so much more wisdom and with a sense of really being anchored in our own truth. So that's why we have these Wild Woman moon circles happening all around the globe, where a trained facilitator guides you through a process of exploring a theme and doing a visualization and sharing and sharing in a ritual. And so you really walk out of that experience with a very clear intention for the month ahead, and also some things to contemplate and bring into your creative lives. So, our theme this month for the new moon in Capricorn is really influenced by the sign of Capricorn, which is the third earth sign in the zodiac. It's the last, it's the final, and this sign is often associated with the elders. And so, we've been in this process for the past few months, every new moon, exploring a new feminine archetype. So we'll be doing the same thing here, and, our theme will be calling on the grandmothers. Calling on the grandmothers. There's a beautiful Hopi prophecy which says, when the grandmothers speak, the world will be healed. And it's that kind of idea. What is the value of the archetype of the elder, the wise one, the crone, the ones who have, knowledge through irreplaceable experience? And so we'll really be diving deep into this archetype, both within ourselves and externally. What is the idea of the wise one within? And then, what are the examples, and what do we have to learn from the wise ones around us? So that will be, our exploration. And I think it's a particularly juicy one because as women, there's an unfortunate thing that happens where our elders, who are holding so much wisdom, so much experience, so much life, they're marginalized in our culture. There is a strange fascination with youth. So we are going to become fascinated with the wise ones, with the grandmothers. So it will be a juicy exploration. Really looking forward to it. So if you look below this video, you'll see a few links. There is a link to find a Wild Woman Circle near you. If you do not find a Wild Woman Circle near you on that list, you have two options. One, you can download your New Moon Companion, which is an audio recording that I've made with a talk and a visualization and some intention setting. So you have that experience sort of as a solo retreat. Or if you are feeling called to start your own Wild Woman Moon Circle in your community, maybe in your backyard, in your living room, in a local yoga studio or community center, we have a training coming up, and it's starting January 11th. That's Monday, so soon. So if you're feeling called, there are a few spots left, and it's a juicy, juicy journey. So I am wishing you a very nourishing, clarifying, beautiful new moon time. May it be useful. So I will see you back over at the Wild Woman Project